What about the previous chapter? Have you practiced, like in accounting equation, all the questions from your book you have practiced?
Not from my book, but the worksheet that my teacher gave, that I've been doing.
Okay, so you are able to do yourself, or which solution your teacher is giving?
No, not without solution. It's worksheet. It's for holiday homework.
Okay, fine. No, I mean to say you are able to solve it, or you're stucking somewhere.
No, I'm able to solve it.
Okay, dear. What about that rules of debit and credit? For that also you are having that worksheet and all. You are practicing those sums.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. What about T.S. Gerewal? Have you purchased or you didn't?
That is the book our teacher is following.
Okay. From that only she is giving the questions.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fine, dear. Today we are going to start journal entry. Till where in your school the chapters are finished?
Till cash book.
Till cash book. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Journal entry becomes very easy if you know the rules of debit and credit. That rules you should be thorough. Once you know the rules, you can pass the entries easily. So are you ready with the format? Journal entry, just prepare the format, dear. Question number 1 we will be doing. Okay.
Okay.
So just prepare the format like date, particulars, ledger, folio, amount, debit, credit, everything with proper lines and all. We will read the question and we will do. So first question, journalize in books of MSRK and Company. So in MSRK and Company book, you have to pass the journal entry, means you are going to record the business transactions in MSRK and Company book. Now, what is the first? Purchased goods of list price rupees 20,000 from Vishal at 20% trade discount against check payment. So, one important concept which you should know, whenever the question talks about stock, like in accounting equation, we used to write stock even for purchase, even for sales. If goods are purchased, then we used to add in stock. If goods are sold, we used to subtract from stock. I am talking about accounting equation. But when you pass the journal entry, here we are not going to use stock. Whenever goods are purchased, we will use purchase account. Whenever goods are sold, we will use sales account. And purchase account is always expense for any business. So we are going to solve on the basis of clear, CLEAR. So clear modern approach, we will be solving all the questions. So any expense if happening in the business, we have to debit the account. And whenever goods are purchased, purchase account is always expense. So we will be debiting purchase account. Now, what is the meaning of this list price? Kindly write it down each and everything, whatever I am saying. Now see, list price means always cost plus profit. Whenever you add profit in cost and whatever the price comes, that is known as list price. Okay, you can call it as selling price also. So selling price, list price means you have to always add profit to cost. Then whatever amount comes, that is known as list price. Now list price rupees 20,000 means the selling price of the goods purchased is how much? 20,000 rupees from Vishal. Okay, at 20% trade discount. Now what is this trade discount? See what happens whenever business sells goods, business gives two types of discount to their customers. One is trade discount, another one is cash discount. Now what is the meaning of trade discount? Trade discount means whenever customers purchase in bulk, like there will be some customer who will come and say that give me 300-400 pieces of t-shirts. Not, he is not buying only one t-shirt or two t-shirt. One single customer will come and he will do the bulk purchase. He will say, since I am purchasing 200 t-shirt from your shop, I want some discount. So now the shopkeeper needs to give some discount to that customer who is doing bulk purchase. So that discount is known as trade discount. So kindly write it down. Whenever a customer does bulk purchases, shopkeeper gives him trade discount. Write it down. Now, what is the meaning of cash discount? Now see what happens sometime. Some customer will come and say that he will purchase some goods and say to the shopkeeper, after 3 months I will give you the payment. I will make you the payment. So he is going to purchase on credit. Now sometime what happens, the shopkeeper have a fear that after 3 months, maybe he is a new customer, so after 3 months he may not make the payment, he may run, anything may happen since he is a new customer. But at the same time the shopkeeper cannot say that I will not give you the goods on credit. So what will happen? Next time he will not come to the shop and he will say to few more customers, his friends or relatives, don't go to that shop. The shopkeeper is very rude. He is not giving goods on credit. So in order to manage this situation, what the shopkeeper does, he will give an offer to the new customer. New or any customer whom he fears he may not make the payment. So he may be old also. Sometime old customer also, they make lot of delays in making the payment. They will say after 3 months, after 1 year also they may not make the payment. This may happen in business. So in order to avoid this situation, the shopkeeper gives the offer that suppose you are making payment now, I will give you 10% discount or 20% discount immediately because you are making early payment. But if you pay me after 3 months, you will not get this cash discount. So the customer will think, oh my god, after 3 months if I make the payment, I will lose my cash discount. So immediately there are chances customer may make the payment and business may escape from bad debts. Are you understanding, Janani?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the few business tricks. So now what will happen? Cash discount is given to those customers who make early payment. Write it down clearly, what is trade discount and what is cash discount. So cash discount, it is not given to all customer. It is given only to those customer who make early payment. What is the meaning of early payment? Suppose a particular customer is asking goods on credit, then the shopkeeper may give this offer. If you make the payment now, I will give you 5% discount, cash discount. So cash discount is always given on the amount paid by the customer. Okay, suppose a customer is purchasing goods for 10,000 and he says I have only 5,000, so 5,000 I can pay you now, remaining 5,000 I will pay you afterwards. So that 10% cash discount business will give only on 5,000 on the amount paid by the customer, not on the remaining 5,000 which the customer will pay after 3 months. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So cash discount is always paid whenever the cash is paid immediately. And trade discount is given to those customers who make the purchases in bulk. Now, one more important concept, kindly write it down. Whatever I am saying as an important note, you can write it down separately. This will help you a lot while solving the question. So, write it down. Now see, what will happen, sometime you will see in your question trade discount, cash discount, both the discounts are given. Now the students, they get confused which discount they should solve first. So always now write it down. Yeah, there is a formula. Suppose cost price is given, sometime they will ask in cost, the above cost 20% profit or margin. So whatever cost price is given, on that cost price first you have to calculate profit. Then you have to add cost and profit. That becomes the list price, that is the selling price. Now in that, whatever trade discount 10%, 5%, question will tell you that trade discount you have to calculate. After calculating trade discount, you have to subtract that amount from the list price. Then whatever amount come, even if cash discount is given, then that cash discount you have to calculate on that amount. So basically first trade discount should be calculated. That trade discount should be deducted from the list price. Then whatever amount comes, in that you have to calculate cash discount and deduct. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you writing, dear, everything as important points? I will check the notes. Kindly write it down. This will help you a lot. When you will solve the question, definitely you will struck all these because this type of questions mostly comes in journal entry. And one more important point, like trade discount we never show in our book of accounts. What is the meaning of trade discount we never show? Whenever business allow any type of discount, it is loss for the business, because suppose the price of the goods business is selling is 10,000 and business is getting only 950 rupees, 50 rupee business is giving discount to the customer. That 50 rupees obviously a loss, whether it is trade discount or cash discount. Business is not getting that 50, it's a loss. Now if it is that 50 rupees is a trade discount, business will not show in book of accounts. But if it is a cash discount is always shown in book of accounts. We used to write na discount allowed, discount received, all these are cash discount only. Trade discount we never show in book of accounts. Okay, we always show cash discount. Understood?
Yes.
That point also kindly write it down, dear. And in your theory paper, they may, for 1 marks or 2 marks or 3, I don't know, in your exam they may ask the difference between trade discount and cash discount. It will be given in your book, so you can learn from that. But I want to just explain you the concept, and the concept I hope you understood now, right?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Yeah. Now your mom is not worrying about your studies, right? She was so worried when the teacher complained about you. Now she is fine, your mom? She is not worried, na?
No, ma'am, she's fine.
Oh, okay, she worried so much. Why your teacher is complaining about you? You are studying so well, you are understanding everything. You are writing fast only. Where you are slow, I just don't understand. You are not slow. You are writing my notes within the time, everything you are doing. Why the teacher is complaining? I just don't understand. Okay, dear, fine. So now we will move to our question. Purchased goods of list price rupees 20,000. Now this MS Arcane company, they are purchasing goods and list price is 20,000, and I already explained you list price means profit is included here. Cost price plus profit equals to list price. You can write it down also. Cost price plus profit equals to list price. Now in that 20% trade discount is being given. So you have to calculate 20% on 20,000. Okay. So you have to show, working notes is compulsory in accounts, dear. Whichever question you are solving, working notes you have to show. Like you can take page number, where, just a moment. You can show yourself, no need to see anywhere. How you will show? See, 20,000, if you calculate 20% trade discount, how much it will come? Yes, 4,000, right? trade discount will come 4,000. If you calculate 20% of 20,000, that is trade discount. It comes 4,000. Okay. So that 4,000, this company don't have to make the payment. Now business is not going to make the payment of 4,000 because business is getting trade discount. And what I said, this 4,000, even though it's a loss, but it is a trade discount, so that 4,000 loss we will not show in our book of accounts. So we will show only the amount paid by the business. What is the meaning of this? Trade discount is not shown in the books. What does it mean? Only the amount paid by the business will be shown. The amount that business doesn't pay and gets as trade discount, like in this question 4,000, it will be not shown. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Against check payment. Check, whenever the word check comes, you have to understand through bank. The payment is done through bank. So bank balance will get reduced, not cash balance. Cash balance means cash business will have in its office, and in bank it will have bank balance. So whenever through check business is making any payment, cash will not get affected. It will remain the same. Only the bank balance will get reduced. So you have to show to bank account instead of to cash. Now what will be the journal entry? Purchases account debit to bank account 16,000. And you have to write the narration also. Okay, understood? First journal entry clear?
Yes, ma'am, understood. But
Yeah.
then should I write it like in that format or like how you were given?
No, you have to write in your full format, dear, like date, particulars, ledger folio, amount, debit, credit. Full format of journal you have to write, okay?
Okay.
Don't write like this. This is only for your understanding. I wrote like this. But you are means every time at home also, whenever you are practicing now, you have to put the lines, because if you don't put the lines during exam, it will take time and you won't be able to finish the question in time. That's the problem in accounts. So every time, whether it's your tuition class, it's whenever you practice at home or your school, properly follow the format, put the lines. Once you start practicing in that way, easily you can do it in your exam also. That's the reason I am telling you. So that's why beginning itself I told you na, be ready with the format, journal entry format, date, particular, ledger folio, amount, everything, put the lines, everything, be ready and pass the first journal entry. These are the very important questions which I am making you. All these type of question comes in your exam. Finish with the first entry?
Yes, ma'am, finished.
Okay. Now we are moving to the second. Purchased goods of list price of rupees 20,000 from Naman at 15%. So again business is purchasing goods. List price, as I told you, cost price plus profit. You can write it down. What is the meaning of list price? Cost price plus profit. 20,000. Selling price from Naman. So from Naman business is purchasing at 15% trade discount. So 15% trade discount against cash. Here business is purchasing goods and making payment through cash. In the previous journal entry, business was purchasing goods and getting trade discount but making payment through bank. I mean through check. So here also the same thing. In working notes you have to show, right? Working notes, second journal entry, what will be the working notes? You have to write. What you will write? Yes, can you tell me what you will write? Goods equal to, what is the price of the goods? Equals to rupees 20,000 less trade discount 15%. So 15% of 20,000, how much? 3,000. 3,000 is the trade discount. So business is paying how much through cash to Naman? Business is making payment of 17,000. Again, what about this 3000 trade discount, which is a loss for the business, no doubt, but business is not going to record this loss because it's a trade discount. So business will record whatever amount business has paid to Naman. So business paid only 17,000, that 17,000 business will show. This 3,000 trade discount business will not show in book of accounts. It is a rule. Okay, it's a rule that trade discount should not be shown in book of accounts. Cash discount should be shown. That is why we are not showing it. Now, what will be the second journal entry? Purchases account debit. As per the rule of debit and credit only we are doing. Purchases is an expense. Business is making purchases. So, purchase account debit 17,000 and cash is an asset. Since it is going outside the business, it is decreasing. So as per clear, CLEAR, A stands for asset. Whenever asset decreases, you have to credit the account. So to cash account 17,000. Being goods purchased for cash at 15% trade discount. This is the narration you have to write. Two journal entries clear. Have you written all these?
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing.
Very good. Write it down. I will give you time. Write it down. Wrote, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now we are moving to third journal entry. Purchased goods of rupees 30,000. List price. Okay, 30,000 is the list price from Amrit at 20% trade discount. There is a difference in all these. It will look similar but all are different. See, in the first journal entry, payment was made through bank. In the second journal entry, payment was made through cash. And in the third journal entry, it is a credit transaction. How you will understand? See, name of the person is given. But in the earlier two journal entries also name of the persons are given. But the difference is against check payment, against cash. This line has been added. But if you see the third journal entry, you should understand the difference. In the third journal entry, name is given and it is not written against cash or against check. So it is a credit transaction. In this way you have to understand. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose from Amrit, after that they wrote against cash or against check, then you should not use the name. Then to cash or to bank. As per the question, you have to write the entry. But here from Amrit at 20% trade discount, full stop. Against cash, against check is not given in your question. So now you can be confident that this question is credit transaction. Now the same thing. Trade discount means you don't have to show in the books, just you have to show in working notes. You should not show in the books means you should not pass any journal entry for trade discount amount. But working notes you have to show goods equal to rupees 30,000 less trade discount 20%. So 20% on 30,000. You have to calculate the trade discount in working notes. So how much it will come? It will come 6,000. Trade discount will come 6,000 rupees. That 6,000 we are not going to make the payment. We means business. So now what will be the third journal entry? Purchase, again it is an expense. Expense account should be debited. Purchase account debit, but by the amount business paid. So 24,000 only business paid. So 24,000. We are talking about the third transaction or fourth? Third only, na? Yeah. So to Amrit account 24,000. Who is Amrit? Amrit is a creditor for the business. Business is making credit purchases from Amrit. 24,000, 24,000 being goods purchased from Amrit at how much? 20% trade discount. Any doubt you are having in these three journal entries, Janani?
No, ma'am, understood.
Okay. So you wrote the third one?
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing.
Okay, fine dear. Now the fourth one. Purchased goods from Hari and Company of list price 40,000. Hari and Company business is purchasing goods for 40,000. For rupees 35,000 against cash. Okay. Now what the question is saying? Purchased goods from Hari and Company of list price 40,000 for rupees 35,000 against cash. So 5,000 is the discount. You have to understand what is that 5,000. It is discount. So whenever in your question, the question is not telling you clearly whether it is a cash discount or a trade discount. Question is not mentioning 40,000 worth goods business is purchasing for 35,000, means business is getting 5,000 what? Trade discount. We can assume it as trade discount because it depends on our assumptions since the question is not telling anything. So as important note, you can just write it down when you solve this type of question, assuming 5,000 as trade discount. That is why we are not showing in our journal entry. Okay. So you can assume it as trade discount because nothing is given in our question. So now the simple thing what you will do, same purchases account debit to cash account 35,000, 35,000. Goods are for 40,000 only. But if you read the question properly, business is purchasing 40,000 goods for 35,000. Where that 5,000 gone? It's the trade discount which the business received. So business received that trade discount of 5 rupees. Sorry, not 5 rupees, 5,000, which we will not show in the book of accounts. So purchases account debit to cash 35, 35. Understood, dear?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
These type of questions your teacher has made you do?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Now the next, that is the fifth one. Goods purchased from Amrit of rupees 10,000 returned. So who is Amrit? We know Amrit is our creditor. Which transaction? Transaction number 3. See, purchased goods of rupees 30,000. List price from Amrit at 20% trade discount. So Amrit is our creditor. Business has done credit purchase. One more important concept comes here. Kindly write it down, that concept. See, kindly write it down. Whenever, first thing, see, whenever goods are purchased at trade discount and suppose the goods due to any defects in the goods, business is returning few goods back, then that trade discount should also be again calculated and subtracted. Are you understanding or not? See, when we purchase goods, okay, when we purchase means, suppose you are going to a shop, okay, suppose you are just forget everything, now try to understand. You are going to a shop for purchasing a wrist watch for you. Suppose the list price is 10,000. List price, as I told you, the shopkeeper is telling you this wristwatch cost 10,000. Now you are asking discount. So now the shopkeeper is giving 500 rupees discount. Now you are paying 9,500 to the shopkeeper. Okay. Till here it's clear. You are making payment 9,500 for the watch which cost 10,000, but 500 you received a discount. Now you are coming home. You are seeing the watch is not working properly after 2 days. You are going, you don't want that watch, you are going to return that watch. You are going to the shop saying that this is not good, please take back and give my cash. Now just think, cost price of the watch is 10,000. Will you ask 10,000? Will the shopkeeper pay you 10,000 or he will pay you 9,500 which you paid him after discount?
Yeah, after discount.
Now you got it. The same thing is happening with business also. Whenever business purchases goods, the list price is given in our question. During the purchase, we have to calculate trade discount. We have to subtract. Then we will make the payment, or we have to make the payment later on. Then we will create a liability. Now if those goods are defective or due to any other reason, we are going to return the goods to the shopkeeper, then again whatever the list price is given, the same thing you have to first, the trade discount you have to subtract, then you have to find out what is the price for purchase return. In this question they are saying everything. In few questions the question will be like that only. First they will say like goods purchased from Amrit 10,000 at trade discount 10%, for example. Then after 2-3 transactions again they will say goods for 5,000 returned to Amrit, that's all. Then the previous transaction you have to go through. Okay, Amrit is our creditor, we know previously, and how much trade discount? 5% or 10%, whatever given. In this transaction, that is purchase return, again you have to calculate that and then subtract, then do the journal entry. Are you understanding?
Yes.
If you don't subtract the trade discount while returning the goods, that is purchase return or return outward, question will go wrong. You will get 0, because this is very important concept and students do mistake. What they will do, if the question doesn't tell, in many questions they will not tell that you have to subtract or list price trade, again and again they will not give you. So once you should be very alert. When you read the question previously, it should come to your mind. Okay, you should go back and see how much trade discount was allowed when business purchased the goods. Now business is returning the goods, the same trade discount percentage you have to subtract, then write in purchase return or return outward column, amount column. So this is very important concept. Again, kindly write it down as important point in your own words for your understanding. How you will write, it's up to you, but for your understanding, write it down. You can write in this way: whenever goods are purchased for trade discount, at the time of returning the goods, that is purchase return, again we have to subtract the trade discount. In this way you can write it down. Even if the question doesn't tell, many times you will find once you start solving the question will not tell you about the trade discount again and again. So if you don't, you are not alert, you will do the mistake. Question will go wrong. Have you written, dear?
Yes, ma'am, got.
Okay, fine. So now we are in which transaction? Fifth one. Goods purchased from Amrit of rupees 10,000 returned. So from Amrit, how much goods were purchased? 30,000. List price 30,000, goods were purchased, but 10,000 only we are returning. Any reason may be there, it is defective, it is not up to the mark, any reason, due to some reason business is returning the goods. Now you have to calculate. What you will calculate? See, here also they have not given. Fifth transaction, goods purchased from Amrit rupees 10,000. That's all. Means you have to calculate the trade discount by saying the which transaction. Third, 20% trade discount was allowed at the time of purchasing the goods. Now the same 20% you have to calculate on 10,000. If you calculate 20% on 10,000, how much it will come? 2,000. 2,000 it will come. No. Yes, 2,000 it will come, right? How much trade discount will come if you calculate 20% on 10,000? 2,000 only. So now when you will pass the journal entry for purchase return. See, purchase is always an expense. So if goods are purchased, you have to debit purchase account. What about purchase return? Purchase return is the reverse of purchase. If you are debiting purchase because it is an expense, you have to credit purchase return. Understood? So if you are crediting purchase return, then write to purchase return, or what is the other name for purchase return? Return outward. Kindly write it down. Return outward is also another name for purchase return. If somewhere you are seeing return outward, you should know what does it mean. Return outward means purchase return only. So now we are returning goods for worth 8,000 after subtracting trade discount. So to purchase return 8,000. Now our liability is also decreasing. Yes, because we don't have to pay that 8,000 because we have what? We have returned the goods to the creditor. Creditor is reducing by 2,000. So Amrit account debit 8,000 to purchase return 8,000. So now 8,000 liability is decreasing. After subtracting 2,000 trade discount, how much liability is coming? 8,000. Now 8,000 you have to reduce the liability. We don't have to pay because we are returning the goods for 8,000. Now business don't have to make the payment to the creditor or Amrit 8,000 rupees. So Amrit account debit. Why we are debiting Amrit account here? Who is Amrit? Creditor. Creditor means liability. What is the rule for liability? CLEAR. As per modern approach, if liability decreases, you have to debit the account. Liability is decreasing by 8,000. That is the reason you are debiting Amrit account debit 8,000 to purchase return. Purchase return is an income because now you don't have to pay that much amount to the creditor. So to purchase return 8,000. Understood, Janani?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Wrote till here?
Yes, ma'am, finished.
Okay, fine. Now we are moving to 6. Sold goods to Parul of list price rupees 40,000 at 10% trade discount against cash. So business is selling goods to Parul. So whenever goods are sold on credit, the person or the customers are known as debtors. But here they are saying against cash. Name is also given. Name of the person is Parul. So it is not at all a credit transaction. It is a cash transaction because in the last line against cash is there. So goods are sold to Parul. List price 40,000 at 10% trade discount. Again you have to calculate 10% trade discount. Goods equal to, you have to show it in working notes. Goods equals to rupees 40,000 less trade discount 10%. 10% of 40,000, how much? 4,000. So how much the customer will make payment to us? Because now we are selling goods, we are business, we are selling goods to our customer for cash. So how much cash we will receive? We will receive 36,000. Okay, we are going to receive how much? 36,000 we will be receiving. So instead of bank, you can write cash also, because against cash is given. Against check it is not given. If it is against check, or you can rectify the question. I think it is against check. By mistake I have written cash. So you can write it down as against check. You can just correct the question. Then you can do the sum. So how much cash you are receiving? You means business or check. If it's check, you have to write bank account debit 36,000 to sales 36,000. We are selling goods. Sales is an income for any business, and whenever income increases, you have to credit the account. To sales 36,000. Bank account you can write as against check. That question you can correct it. So 36,000, 36,000. Our bank balance is increasing, asset is increasing, so you have to debit. Income is also increasing, sales is an income, so you are crediting sales account. So sixth transaction is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are moving to 7. Sold goods to Aman. Again we are selling goods to Aman. List price 30,000 at 10% trade discount. So 10% of 30,000, if you calculate, it will come 3,000. Trade discount 3,000. Business is giving trade discount 3,000 to Aman against cash. So again there is no use of name, even though name is given in your question, but last line if you read against cash. So business is not selling goods to Aman on credit. Business is selling the goods to Aman for cash only. Business is receiving cash. Okay. So no use of name here. This is not a credit transaction. This is a cash transaction. So cash account debit to sales. How much? 27,000, 27,000. How 27,000? Since we are not going to show trade discount, business is giving trade discount to who? Aman, 10% on 30,000. So what will be the amount of trade discount? You have to show in working notes. Again I am telling, each and every trade discount or cash discount, whatever, working note is mandatory. You have to show always, not in my class only, in your school, in your exam, every time. Working notes, presentation, everything properly you have to show. So show the working notes also. Goods rupees 30,000 less trade discount 10% on 30,000, that is 3,000, equals to how much? 27,000. Now this 27,000 business will get in cash by selling the goods. So cash account debit 27,000 to sales 27,000. Okay, again cash is an asset and it is increasing because business is getting cash. That is why we are debiting. And sales, again it is an income. As per the rule, income should be credited. That is why we are crediting to sales account. So cash account debit to sales account 27,000, 27,000. Any doubt so far, dear Janani?
No, ma'am, I understood.
Fine. Now we are moving to next. That is, we are moving to 8th. Sold goods to Pawan of list price 20,000 at 10% trade discount. Again, if you read the question, there is no against cash, against check. Nothing is written. Name of the person is written, and in the last line or in between, question is not telling against cash or against check. So what you should understand, it is a credit transaction. Business is selling goods to Pawan for credit. So list price is 20,000, but business is selling to Pawan for 10% trade discount. So 10%, you should show working notes for each and every transaction dear. So kindly show it. Now 10% of 20,000, it becomes how much? 2,000 rupees. So how much business will get from Pawan? Business will get only 18,000 in future from Pawan. Now Pawan is a dater for business. Who is Pawan? He is a dater. Because business is selling goods to Pawan on credit at 10% rate discount. So dater is always an asset for any business. Pawan is a dater. He is an asset. What is the rule? If any asset increases, you have to debit the account. Here Pawan is an asset. It is increasing. So you have to debit Pawan's account debit 18,000. How much Pawan will pay to business in future? 18,000. To sales again. Business is selling the goods. Sales is an income for any business. So income should always be credited when it increases. So to sales account 27, no sorry 18,000, not 27, it's 18,000, 18,000. So Pawan's account debit 18,000, to sales account 18,000. Understood dear?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. Now the ninth one. Sold goods to Yamini of list price 25,000 for rupees 23,000. So Yamini, who is she? Obviously we will think by reading the question. She is, yes, dater. Because business is selling goods to Yamini. What is the list price? 25,000. But business is selling for 23,000. So where that 2,000 gone? Business is giving trade discount to Yamini of this 2,000. Now what you will write? Again here in the last line, against cash or against check is not given. So it is a credit transaction, because you have to identify whether it's a credit or cash transaction. Many students, they get confused. That is why I am telling you this small tips so that you don't get confused. If again, suppose whenever the name of the person is given, students think it is always a credit transaction. No. Sometimes they will give the name, and in the last line or in between the line in the question they will say against cash or against check. So you have to ignore the name and you have to assume it as cash or bank transaction. Sometime like in this question they will give the name, but they will not mention anywhere whether it is against cash or check. Then only it is a credit transaction. So you should be very alert while reading the question in accounts. Now in this question, as I told you, it is sales but credit sales. Now this trade discount also is there, 25,000. Goods business is selling for 23. So 2,000 is the trade discount business is allowing or giving to Yamini. Trade discount we are not going to show. So Yamini is our dater. Now dater is an asset and asset is increasing. As per the rule, whenever asset increases, you have to debit the account. So Yamini is an asset, debit asset account because it is increasing. Yamini's account debit by how much? 23,000, because Yamini will pay in future 23,000 to the business. To sales account. Sales is an income. Whenever income increases, you have to credit the account. So to sales account 23,000. Any doubt?
No.
Oh. Now we are moving to the 10th transaction. Sold goods costing rupees 10,000 at cost plus 20% less 10% trade discount to Bhupesh. Now business is selling goods. Slowly try to understand. Business is selling goods. Costing 10,000 means this is the cost price of the goods. What is the meaning of costing? Cost price is given 10,000. If business purchases goods for 10,000 and if the business sells to customer for 10,000, what is the use? Business will earn nothing. That is the reason, in order to earn profit, suppose business is purchasing goods for 10,000, at least 10,500 business should sell to the customer. Then only 500 rupees business will earn profit. So here also sold goods costing 10,000, cost price is given at cost plus 20%. So you have to understand the language. At cost plus 20%. Yes, this plus 20% is the profit. What is the meaning of plus 20%? It is the profit. Now you have to calculate profit. So start doing the working notes. For this 10th, you have to do the, for each and every transaction, you have to do the working notes. So how you will do the working notes? Cost price of the goods equals to rupees 10,000. Then below you have to write plus profit equals to 20% of 10,000, that is 2,000. So cost plus profit equals to selling price, or you can say list price also. That is how much? That is 12,000. 10,000 cost price, 2,000 profit. So 12,000 is the list price. I told you cost plus profit equals to list price or selling price. Till here it is clear, Janani?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing the working notes?
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing.
Yeah. Now after that the question becomes easy. Now they are saying less 10% trade discount. You know. So on 12,000 you have to calculate 10% trade discount. You have to calculate. You have to calculate 10% on 12,000. I don't know, 1200 or something will come, I think. You just do the calculation and see how much it is coming. That is trade discount. That amount you have to subtract. Then you have to see how much Bhupesh will pay to the business. Because business is selling the goods, Bhupesh is our debtor. And against cash, against check, nothing is written in your question. So it is a credit transaction. Business is selling goods to Bhupesh on credit. First you have to calculate the list price, cost plus profit. Profit 20% on 10,000, it comes 2,000. So now the selling price or the this list price will be how much? 12,000, 10,000 plus 2,000 profit. In that trade discount you have to calculate and subtract 10%. Then whatever amount comes, that Bhupesh will pay to business in future. So again, if Bhupesh is our debtor, because business is selling goods to Bhupesh on credit. Debtor is always an asset. Apply the rule. If any asset increases, you have to debit the asset account. Here Bhupesh is an asset. So Bhupesh account debit 10,800. Okay, 10,800 it is coming. To sales. Sales is an income for any business. So for that also you have to credit income account. 10,800. Any doubt, dear, so far?
No, ma'am, understood.
Very good. Write down the narration, everything, and working notes also. Now we are moving to 11th. Sold goods purchased at list price of rupees 50,000. So list price is given, means profit is included. Cost plus profit is given 50,000. Here profit is also included. Sold at a profit of 25% less. Just a moment. Sold at a profit of 25%, then less 10% trade discount against check. Sold goods purchased at list price of rupees 50,000. Sold at a profit of 25%. Okay, fine. Whatever. Maybe before they have included less amount of profit. Again, they are including some more percentage of profit. Okay. So, the question is telling the list price is 50,000. Where I said always profit is included. But again, they are telling sold at a profit of 25% means again they are adding 25% profit. So first, how you will show the working notes? Yes, first what is the like list price of the goods? 50,000 plus 25%. The question is telling you have to add the profit. So calculate 25% on 50,000. It comes 12,500. That profit you have to add. Then 62,500 rupees will come. Then you have to subtract trade discount 10%. So if you calculate 10% trade discount on 62,500, you will get 6,250 rupees trade discount amount I am telling. Now you have to subtract this trade discount because this 6,250 business will not get. So when you subtract, you will get 56,250. This amount only business will get. And here it is cash transaction only. Bank is written against, check means against bank only. So bank account debit to sales account. How much? 56,250. Bank is an asset, it is increasing, so we are debiting bank account. Sales is an income, it is increasing, so we are crediting sales account. So working notes very important for each and every transaction. Show it properly. For this transaction, you understood the working notes, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the last one, 12th. Aman returned goods of list price of 10,000 sold to him at 10% trade discount. So Aman returned. Aman returned means what? Aman is our debtor. We must have sold goods to Aman. If you see transaction number 7, sold goods to Aman. So Aman, he is our, who is he? He is our debtor, but actually he paid us cash, so he is not our debtor, he is our customer only. We sold him for cash only. So now due to some reason he is returning the goods for list price 10,000, sold to him 10% trade discount. So what I said, you have to always first calculate the trade discount and subtract. 10% of 10,000, how much? It will be 1,000. So 1,000 you have to subtract. Then what will come if you subtract 1,000 from 10,000? 9,000 it will come. Now, so Aman is returning the goods. So it is sales return. Who is returning the goods? Aman. He purchased goods from us and he is returning the goods. So for sales, you have to always credit sales account because it is an income. What I said, you have to do the opposite for sales return. Sales income, sales return expense or loss. So sales return account debit. If sales has a credit balance, sales return always has a debit balance. Purchase you debit, purchase return you credit. Sales you credit, so sales return you have to debit. Sales return account debit 9,000. Who is returning the goods? Aman. To Aman 9,000. Understood, Janani?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Okay. So till here today we will keep, okay, this first question. The second question we will be doing in our next class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, all important question of journal entry I have given. Each and every, if you are thorough with this, your journal entry will be 100% fine, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, actually the difficult and the most hard type of questions I have given. That easy and easy one you can do very easily. Rent paid, what you will do? Rent account debit to cash. Salary paid, salary to cash. These things you know, right?
Yes, ma'am, that's what our teacher taught us.
That only taught your teacher taught. This type of question she didn't taught you.
Only some, rarely she taught.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling these are the most hard things. That's why I'm taking this type of questions. That everyone you can do it. Your teacher will teach that type of because those are basic entries, right? Salary paid, wages paid, rent paid. All these are basic entries which you can understand very easily. This type of questions need practice, at the same time some understanding also. Okay dear, thanks. That's all for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye dear. Good night. Bye.